Hello, this is Harry Payton. I'm the host of the Irvington Now Show. I have the distinct honor of having Mr. Donald Malloy, who is the director of the Irvington Recreation Department, as my guest today. Hello, Donald. How you doing, sir?
How you doing, Sir Harry?
Great.
I'm doing great, man.
Great.
I'm doing great.
As
Good
always.
to be with you again.
Yes. And the reason this is a little heart-wrenching, I guess as you would say, is that when the mayor first gave me the task of doing the Irvington Now show, one of the first persons that I approached to be a guest was Mr. Donald Malloy.
That's all right.
We were approaching summer of 2015,
Yes.
and I knew that many people, especially parents, were interested in what's going on for my children during the summer. School is out, and I thought that would be an ideal guest. Donald was my first guest, and he's back. It's a year later, and Donald's here to update you on some of the activities here in the township. So, Donald, I thank you again for coming back. Can you give us an idea of what's going on and with Irvington under your department?
Well, one of the things I know that the residents would want to know about, because the talk has always been about the Gatlin Center, the Chris Gatlin Center, and we have completely renovated inside of the Gatlin Center, and they're working on the outside right now as we speak of that center, and we do plan to host a summer program at the Gatlin Center this year, because we weren't able to last year because we were under renovation, but the mayor has really invested the township money and the funds, found the funds. We got a big grant from the county to renovate that center, and so far people are coming in right now because they're doing registrations. We're holding registrations at the Gatlin Center, and it's 285 Union Avenue in Irvington, New Jersey, and the parents that walk through that building, and they come in, the whole ambiance, the whole aura changes, because they come in and, oh my goodness, this is what you guys did a wonderful job, So it was just good to hear the feedback of those individuals who just came in, only saw a portion. Now mind you, they didn't go through the whole situation over there of what was renovated, but we're happy about that. So we have 10 sites this year that we're going to be doing the same food service programs. We are already approved by the state. We have sites already in place. We have hired people already for the summer, between the recreation department, the food service department, and this year the mayor added another component for the fire department, doing a hiring program for our youngsters who are in school, that they can make some extra change, some extra money to take a little bit of burden off of the parents before they go back to school in September. So it's a win-win for the parents, it's a win-win for the township as well, because now we get to engage those young people that you've been calling me about, 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds. And I'm happy to report that the mayor made sure this year that we hired a greater portion of those individuals this year in our summer activities program. So we're excited about that.
Beautiful, beautiful. And full disclosure, I've long supported the Irvington Recreation Department. My children are in their late 30s, and they were a part of the Irvington summer program, because there was a time when I was a single dad, and that's why I always knew the need was there, because I certainly didn't want to leave, and I had two girls, want to leave my girls home during the summer, nothing to do while I'm out at work. So I first became involved with it because my children were involved in it, and I've long supported it, because the remarkable thing, and Donald and I, we call each other by first name because this is my friend, a long-time friend.
Right.
So, but Donald, Mr. Malloy will just tell you that there is no other recreation department, I'm going to dare say, in the state, but probably in the country. Because could you give us an idea of some of the fees that, when I say fees, the low fees that's associated with the program?
Well, they are low. For the summer program, any parent or parents can come and register any child at the Gatlin Center, Chris Gatlin Center on Union Avenue. The summer registration is only $40 per child, and that's for the duration of the summer. So our program starts July, and we don't end until, we're talking about a 6 to 7 week program. That's $40 in total. Now, folks say, well, there's got to be something missing. No, you can register your child, and your child can be a part of all activities from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the particular site that you signed them up at, all day for $40. If you want your child to go to the pool during the whole length of the summer, then that's $15. That's another, I'm giving you an a la carte menu. If you want your child to go on trips, those are individual costs for trips, but we pay for the transportation. The township does. We only charged you the interest fee, which we get a discounted fee from all of these places, because we're bringing a lot of kids. They give us a specialized price. So those are the only added extra costs that you'll get. Other than the $40 registration, you got to register first. But you're not mandated to take any other a la carte prices.
Right.
So $40 really is true to its form. That's all you pay to register.
Right, and I'm going to do something. I'm going to depend on my memory because, as I said, I'm a full participant in the program. I now have grandchildren, and my grandchildren are going to participate full circle. They're going to participate in this program because my children are still in town. So now, for the entire program, which I believe, that's why I say I'm speaking off the top of my head, but I believe that there are 3 trips, 3 major trips, and the total with the registration, the pool, the T-shirt that goes along, because when the kids go out on the trip, we want to easily be identifiable. It would be something like a nice color like this where you could see the child in any space. We want to make sure that your child is safe in Irvington and away from Irvington. The whole entire course was $122 for the summer. 6-7 weeks, 3 trips, weekly trips, depending upon, because there's a lot of sites, so they go to the pool, you know, different staggered times, but $122. Let me tell you something. My car broke down yesterday, and the mechanic asked me for $335 like it was a flip of the lip.
Yes.
And I had to pay it because, you know, I'm not a good walker. So $122 to engage your children for the summer. I'm telling you, it is the best deal. Like I said, I dare say in the state, probably in the country, that the Township of Irvington, under the leadership of the Honorable Mayor Tony Voss, Municipal Council, my good friend, the Director, Donna Malloy. Can you give some details as to where they would go and how they could register their youngsters?
Yes, registering is easy process. 285 Union Avenue. You can come directly to the building now, Chris Gatlin Recreation Center, or you can call us at 973-399-6597. Call us, get all the information you need. There's an application package. It's only like 3 pages. Fill it out, check off what you want your child to do for the summer, and pay what the registration fee is. And if there's any associated costs, pay those. Money orders only. We don't take cash. We take the money order, even though cash is good. But we take money orders because we are full disclosure, township government. We have a trail. You buy a money order, we record that money order, and then we turn that money order over to our finance department here in the township within a 24-hour period. That is the law. So we must follow the law to do that as well. But the sites that you can sign up for, 40th Street Playground, you can sign up at Eberhart Park, Montgomery Park. You can sign up at the Chris Gatlin Center, Orange Park, Chancellor Park, Center Playground, Green Terrace Park, which is now a memorial park, which is the Robert Pittman Park. And even Montgomery is a memorial park. It's Burgess Memorial Park. You can sign there also. And we're also at Berkeley Terrace School this year as a site. And at Madison South here in the township of Irvington, that is a site as well.
And I think you forgot one of the most favorite ones. Everybody almost ends up coming to, and that's the Orange Park one.
Orange Park one.
Yes.
Orange Park. Everybody. That's where the pool is. So everybody want to be close to the pool.
Yes. The pool is. Last year when we take the show, we went by the pool, and when I tell you, you want to see some children having fun.
Yeah.
You go to the pool on any given day. The kids are having a ball. You know, and no matter how hot it is, they're taking and getting their temperatures cooled down.
Yes.
And you have competent people looking over your children. So
certified lifeguards, for sure. Certified lifeguards. They got to come in, present a present day certificate of lifeguard that they've gone through the training. If there's expired, usually lifeguard certificates are worth 2 to 3 years, but they kind of re-up themselves each year so that they can get recertified in those categories. Because some of them are water safety instructors, the American Red Cross, which requires you to do so. So we look very closely at that because we don't want uncertified, unclassified people coming into the township, making the township money, because that's what you charge us as a lifeguard or a WSI or manager, whatever it is, to manage this pool and dealing with chemicals. You got to be licensed to do that and hold a certificate to do that and go to classes. So,
okay,
yes.
Fantastic. So we are fully interested in your children having a great time. When I say we, those of us in town that love Irvington and have been a part of this town for many years, again, I fully give a vote of confidence. That is such a well-run program. The cost is so minimum that, again, it's unheard of.
Yes.
Participate. Follow what Mr. Malloy said, and you will probably be like me. You'll probably end up going year after year. Now, we'll take a short break, because I know somebody out there probably said, I don't have any kids. I don't have anything to do with that. Well, guess what? We have some activities for you adults out there too. But you're going to have to wait till we come back, because you're an adult. Because you're so mean saying what you just said about not having any kids. We're going to make you wait just a minute. We'll be right back. Harry Payton, host of the Irvington Now Show. My guest today is Mr. Donald Malloy. I mentioned in the first segment that Mr. Malloy, Donald as I know him as, and my good friend, was the first guest of the Irvington Now Show. And he's here again to tell you about the great things that's happening in the township of Irvington under the Recreation Department, under the leadership of the mayor and the council. We've covered the youth activity. Now we'll go into some other activity. I said that those who are not as young can participate in. Can you give us some of those programs?
Well, definitely, we wouldn't want to leave our men out for adults that are grown, grown men. Yes. We have a what we call an adult basketball league. We do that on Tuesdays. Men's are doing it on Tuesdays and Saturday mornings. So that's going to be at the Chris Gatlin Center, and we're organizing that so they can formulate their own teams and play this. Well, oh, Mr. Malloy, just slow it down for us a little bit. Now, make sure the age is the age, because I don't want to play against no 20 or 18, 19-year-olds. And it makes sense, because they're not as agile, so to speak. In our later years, we kind of tend to slow it down a little bit. But we have that going on. Also, we're going to have our line dancing classes on Thursdays at the Chris Gatlin Center for our over 18 crowd and our young adults as well as our adults. We got the boxing club over at the Gatlin Center, because 18 and over, we can have people join. They're over there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then we are there also on Saturdays. And we also have two. There's the first one is at the Gatlin Center, but we just opened another one in the East Ward under Officer Contreras.
Fantastic.
I just was able to get all of his equipment in, and he's ready to go. Township is partnering with him to have that on the east side of town. Then you got the west side of town and the South Ward. So we're good. We're just trying to cover all the bases, you know. Taekwondo is being offered. We got that. Girl Scout program is being offered at the Gatlin Center. So there are a lot of activities that we're doing. We got a lot of newer activities this year as well, because we have more and more 501c3 organizations that are partnering with us. There's a mentoring group called YMSG, Young Men Striving for Greatness. That's a mentoring program that we're doing at the Gatlin Center, and their headquarters is right here in the township of Irvington on Springfield Avenue. Wow. So they're getting ready to open up their headquarters. They're going to do a big grand opening. Just met with them 2 or 3 weeks ago, but we've been formulating this for the last 2 or 3 months. There's another program called David's Shoes, which is Miss Elaine Lane, another 501c3 organization that's coming into the township at the Gatlin Center in a program where she don't want to miss no child, because she has a great passion towards the kids in the township of Irvington. Then there's a program called the Coalition for Empowerment, and I'm really excited about this program. Another 501c3. We're partnering with the Career Institute, the National Career Institute on Main Street in East Orange, New Jersey. It's a trade school. Now, everybody's not cut out for college. So what are we offering as an alternative for people can actually fulfill themselves, get a trade, learn that trade, and get a job in that trade? So the Coalition for Empowerment has partnered with them. They're going to be coming to the Gatlin Center on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. for classes for our kids. I see a lot of our adult kids, 17, 18, some of them over 18 years old, just outside, walking the streets. But we want to bring them in, teach them a trade, and get them in a position where they can get jobs and take care of themselves as well as their families. So that's an exciting thing. I get really excited about that. So the mayor has really been on top of this and kind of creative thinking, outside the box, trying to attract whomever we can attract to come in and help whoever we can help. So I kudos to him for really thinking. He's an always thinking mayor, you know, and I love that about him. He's always thinking of creative ways that we can move this township forward, and he's doing exactly that.
Yes, beautiful. And those are some great programs. Can you give the number one more time that they will call for more information about some of these programs?
Yes, any information you need with recreation, and I'm happy to announce. Well, I can't hold this up because it may not be seen. But I want to let you know that there is a mailer that's getting ready to go out to the homes of Irvington residents with a whole summer activity schedule, and you can register now, and it also will have an event schedule. We have events coming up right outside in the square of Town Hall, in front of Town Hall. Thursday, June 16th, Jazz in the Square. July 21st, Jazz in the Square. August 18th, Jazz in the Square. July 9th, house music in the square from 12 to 8 p.m. So there are a multitude of events that are happening. Don't forget my Unity Day. That's the big event of the year at Orange Park from 12 noon to 6 p.m. And that's August the 13th. August the 13th, 12 noon to 6 p.m. And if you want to get involved in any of these events, please call us, 973-399-6597. Even if you want to volunteer, we need your help to volunteer with us, because we can always use bodies at these different events. So call us and register. Any vendors, call us, 973-399-6597, or come see us, 285 Union Avenue in Irvington, New Jersey.
Thank you so much for that information. So much of what you've talked about You know, a lot of the programs I'm familiar with, some of them I'm not. Very new programs, innovative programs. Again, like you, I'm very excited about the program for the youth, because there are a lot of people who have, you know, made errors and didn't necessarily take the academic educational pursuits, but now they can have a chance to turn their life around, all inclusive, the various classes. I mentioned off camera that I'm going to try to get involved in the line dance, because I sit down and they get up and do those dances. I'm just not the person to get up and learn on my feet. I got to take a class or two so I can learn how to do those dances. The other thing, you mentioned about Mr. Contreras. I did a show with him.
I saw your show.
Yeah, he was showing me, and you probably saw I got hit in the face with the speed bag.
Yes.
So I got to maybe get back to one of those gyms so I can learn to duck a little bit better, because I got hit in the face and that was a little embarrassing. But you have such inclusive programs: basketball, boxing.
Actually, we got part of the affiliated programs because we partner because people are like, oh, recreation, what else is there? But we partner with a lot of these programs. Even Ralph and Kathy Steele, they've had the Golden Knights for eons of years. Very successful, very great program. But the Department of Recreation, we partner right along with them. Irvington Little League, we partner right along with them. Irvington Raiders football, we partner right along with them. So there are other, even the soccer academy in Duna, who is a good friend in the township, loves kids, does stuff with the young people in the township. So from soccer to football to baseball to basketball, I mean, we got it. We covered the gambit. Now we got table tennis coming to the Gatlin Center. We got somebody that's teaching that for our youngsters. So there are other sports that it's not just the sport, but that can reflex, you know, create those kind of things for our kids. Thinking, it all requires thinking, because you got to be thinking about stuff all along when you're doing all of these activities. And the stuff that we have in there, pool tables, billiards, foosball, basketball, we got it there at the center. So, and the weight room. Now this is for the, you know, grown folks, is 18 and over. But I know a lot of the ladies out there, you'll be surprised to know that the township now has 4 of our those stationary running machines, treadmills, those treadmills machines, and we got the stationary bikes too, the ellipticals and all of that. Plus we got some power stuff in our gym downstairs. Listen, that room has totally been transformed. All the new stuff in there, it looks good, and probably, I'm sure, for Irvington now, Ms. Payton and the show is going to be coming over with a camera. We're going to be walking through, and I'm going to be looking at everything that we've done over at the center, and you'll get a full's eye view of what the mayor's vision was for the Chris Gatlin Center and how passionate he was about it and really trying to fix that building up. So we're excited. We're excited for Irvington.
Yes, and definitely we will visit some of them sites, and you know, it's nothing like seeing the right in action and people having fun. You know, life is life, but recreation and having fun and taking a little light time is always a great thing, and we encourage everyone to participate. Irvington residents, take advantage of these programs, because they're here, as Mr. Malloy said. The mayor is a very insightful person. He thinks and he thinks and he thinks and says, what can I do? And I sometimes will tell him, slow down, Mr. Mayor, slow down. But he's not listening to me. He's the mayor. What's going to listen to me for? He's out here working night and day.
Yes, he is.
And thank goodness he is, because he's doing such a dynamic job of these programs here. And Mr. Malloy, I also have to say yourself.
Thank you, sir.
You're great leadership.
Thank you so
you're
much.
Doing such great things. I've had a few generations go through the Irvington Golden Knight program. I have a granddaughter involved. Golden Knights for life.
That's it.
So we encourage you to take part in all these programs. Now, as we come to an end, is there anything else that you would like to, tell our audience about?
Just want to make sure to make the public aware, our residents, especially in the township, to be on the lookout for our 8.5 by 11 mailer. That way you'll have all the information. You'll have a wealth of information at your fingertips, and you can get involved. All the information you need is there.
Yeah, thank you. And what you hear, there's a lot of equipment. There's a lot of equipment that's here in our media room. There have been times when we've been outside, but we wanted to come back to the media room because this is where it all started. We started here, the very first show. And guess what, y'all? I have to admit, I was very nervous, very, like, oh, can I do a good job? Can I? So thank all of you who have just given input, and you've kind of said, well, you're doing a good job. If you lied to me, you lied very convincingly. So we want to continue to bring you programs. And again, Mr. Malloy, I thank you very much for not only being the first guest of the Irvington Now show, but continuing to bring this great information to us and the public.
Thank you.
And yes,
you're doing a wonderful, wonderful job on the show.
Yes,
I watch it consistently.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And I would be remiss if I didn't thank the media staff here, because as I always say, they make me look good, and that's not an easy task, because I make so many mistakes, and sometimes my colors don't match up, but they make me look good. So thank goodness for the media staff that take and edit these programs and get them on air in a timely manner for you. So we definitely want to continue to bring you great programs. Bring us show ideas. You can contact me at 973-580-2496. Again, 973-580-2496. Any program ideas, any person out there doing dynamic stuff, we'll try to get them on here. Thank you again for watching the show. Donald, I look forward to participating in many of those programs there, we will visit your site very soon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. See you next time. Thank you for watching.